On This Week in Horror, in 1972, The Return of Count Yorga made its New York City premiere. This is the sequel to Count Yorga Vampire, which did so well at the box office for American International Pictures that the studio decided to greenlight a follow-up film. Robert Quarry excels in his return as the Count, who is once again helped by his henchman, the not-so-handsome Bruta. Revived by the Santa Ana winds, or something, Yorga settles into a new home near an orphanage as he begins the search for a new vampire bride to add to his collection of wives. The return of Count Yorga is not as well remembered as the original movie, but it does benefit from the addition of new cast members, including a young Marriott Hartley. She is targeted by the Count as a potential bride. And then there is Craig T. Nelson in what was his feature film debut. The Return of Count Yorga has a mix of strengths and weaknesses. The makeup and cinematography are both very good, but the story lacks the kind of creativity that would have set it apart from the original. And the concluding scene is also a disappointment. Even with its shortcomings, the film is worth viewing, as Quarry once again carries the story. The Return of Count Yorga also had a major supporter in famed critic Gene Siskel. Writing for the Chicago Tribune, Siskel described the movie as extremely frightening, and he went on to write, quote, "Persons familiar with the original will find the sequel better photographed, better acted, and containing more mayhem a minute," end quote. Our frequent podcast contributor, Kirk Hazen, also likes the film. He says, in the 1970s modern-day set vampire subgenre, I do think that it is a classic in its own right. 3 stars for The Return of Count Yorga from the Ghostly Gallery.